Norbert here with the Huggy Bear. We're in a bit of a rush. Look at these cameras going. Boom, 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 boom. And we're here. Woo! It's a little bit of a rush for me, but I didn't want to forego the nice music. Welcome, everybody, to Season 13, the first of our two semi-final matches. And tonight we have Pat Dunford from England versus Kollar, otherwise known as Anders from Sweden, playing today in the semifinals. And of course, we have our regular co-host, very pertinent co-host today because he plays with Kollar all the time, and that's the Huggy Bear. Hello, Huggy.
Hello, Norbert. How are you today?
Doing all right. Had a bit of a moment trying to get myself together for the match, but we made it, and here we are.
Yes, so much excitement. The most frequent TTS champion versus the reigning world champion and Red Skull slinging up-and-coming Kollar.
Yeah. I mean, Kollar's, this is the furthest he's gotten, hasn't he, in the leagues?
It is indeed.
Excellent. This is really exciting. Let me just mention to the guys that we are ready.
And there's also an extra layer to this, because when we comment on games, Norbert, we tend to try to stay neutral because, of course,
we're professionals.
We root for the yes, exactly.
We're professional commentators.
We root for the drama.
That's right.
So if one player is behind, we sort of like, oh, we want him to come back so that we get more like back and forth and like that. But today, we actually have a situation where your local is playing my local.
That's true. I didn't think about that. You're absolutely right. Amazing. Yeah, this is really great. I play Pat all the time. You play with Kollar all the time. He's your sparring partner. It looks like, I just really briefly, while I was doing the intro, looked through their rosters. It seems like they have pretty much the same rosters that they've had before. Do you know of any tweaks that Kollar might have made?
No, they are two stinking, disgusting rosters.
So, Kollar. So let's look at Pat's real quick again. It's Amazing Spider-Man, Beta Ray Bill, Black Cat, Black Panther 1, Killmonger, Thanos, Space Reality Spanos, Senior Thanos back in the picture, Storm, Miles Morales, Shuri, and Okoye. And Anders, real quick, is Mystique, Juggernaut, yeah, the Swedish Juggernaut, Hulk, Bullseye, Baron Zemo 1, Nebula, Pyro, Red Skull 3, Space Mind, Thanos, and Toad. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So this is the new BBO setup with a splash of Brotherhood in it. The BBO, the Better Black Order.
Yeah, cool.
Where you basically run a similar game plan to old school Black Order, but instead of Corvus and Proxima, you have Red Skull 3 and Zemo 1. Who apparently are better than Corvus and Proxima.
There we go, better.
And also cheaper.
All right, look, it seems like Kollar won the priority role, so Pat's choosing the board edge just now. And they've already, I'm not sure who picked which, but Gamma Wave is the secure, and the extract is scrolls. Any idea of which one of these might be Kollar's?
Gamma and scrolls, you say? Yeah. I would assume that the Gamma one is Kollar's.
Okay.
And that the scrolls, but I know for a fact that Anders is perfectly fine with playing scrolls because he can do the all-powerful Mystique Brotherhood opening where he can easily go to a 3-1 with priority with Hulk and Juggernaut grabbing scrolls on the opponent's side. So did we know who had prio?
It's Kollar, based on
Kollar. Okay, yeah. Right. Yeah, okay. So question is what points they will be playing. If 15, I would assume that Kollar will be playing Thanos, Zemo, and Red Skull. If 20, he will be playing Hulk, Juggernaut, Mystique, and 6 more points to get to 20.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what threat value they end up playing. Welcome everybody in the chat to Monday MCP or MCP Monday. It's MCP Monday. I feel like we're these professional sports guys where, you know, they had the weekend games, all those matches are happening, but there's one special match left over that they saved till Monday.
Exactly.
And that's this one. This is a massive event.
I thought Sundays were the big sports day.
Yeah, that's where most of them happen. But they reserve one special match to just carry people into Monday, so it's just not so it's not so jarring, you know, moving into the work week. You have a little I certainly look forward to it after working all day. It was fantastic to have this ahead of me.
Yeah, I really like having a game night early in the week because it makes you feel like good about a work week starting because it's soon it's time for a physical game night. Nice. We play on either Tuesdays or Mondays. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Tuesday this week.
I want to give a special thanks to Lucas. Lucas Schick streams a lot of games, but he graciously let us stream both of these here today because of the way scheduling worked out. He could only do today, and this is the only day Huggy Bear could do it. And so thank you, Lucas, for graciously stepping aside and letting us do this match. These are 2 Europeans, 1 Swede, 1 English. Tomorrow is a very important match for North America. It'll be the last North American in this season 13. It's Kyle from Canada and Liam from Scotland. So we have that match lined up for 8 p.m. GMT time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And co-host is a very own, the one and only Vince Kirchhoff is coming back to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a great time with him last time.
Tell him I said hi.
All right, I shall. We had a great match last week. If you haven't seen Pat match from last week when we had Vince on, you got to watch that match. Holy moly, was that a crazy game?
I had the not being able to stream doesn't mean not being able to watch.
Good for you. All right, let's try to count up the threat as we look at Pat's list. He ended up taking Miles, Black Panther 1, Okoye, Shuri, and then he took Thanos. And so remember, this is Senior Thanos, the Mexican Thanos. So that's 8.
Wide Thanos setup.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. I'm not really sure because this looks like a control setup, but there aren't that many points on the board. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Never, ever, ever question the brilliance of Pat Dunford.
Yeah, so, he went wide, and he chose 20 threats. So I just took a look. He lost the priority road, so he chose the 20 threat instead of 15. He's taken Wakanda Forever, Advanced R&T, Brace for Impact, Spirit of Wakanda, and Recal. So all pretty standard.
But I would say what I would say is that there aren't that many points on the board, and the damage output. If you compare these two lists, damage output wise, I'd say Kollar's team hits way harder.
Okay, let's take a look at what that is. It is Red Skull 3, Space Mine Thanos. We saw this before. Nebula, Zemo 1, and Mystique. So we've seen him. This is one of his favorite builds, I think. Recal, Brace, Deception, I'm a Baron After All, and Dark Reign. Really powerful, but standard cards.
Indeed.
Okay, for everybody at home, the scenario is Gamma. So is the shelters right down the middle here, one in the middle, one on the left, one on the right. You had to be within 2 of them or else you suffer a damage in the cleanup phase. And if you control the opponent's home one, you get 2 points instead of 1 point. The scrolls are here at the bottom, the top, and then sort of in the middle here. And when you pick up a scroll, you have to roll your physical defense and need to get a crit or wild, or else you get, I think it's a pushed or advanced. I think it's a push short by your opponent. Yeah, push short. And the map, I should always give credit to the nice guys who make the maps for us. Oh, it's an oldie but goodie. Good old utility Cookie. Man, haven't seen him in so long. Cookie from the Dutch team folded their WTC team, Huggy Bear. It's really sad. Yeah, I know. The Dutch guys were so fun at the last one. It's such a shame.
were.
It's a real shame. So let's take a look. It seems like Pat has put Black Panther straight in the middle, Thanos just to his right, Shuri just to the left, Okoye just to the left. This is the Spirit of Wakanda setup. And Miles is a bit further out. Maybe he won't get the Spirit. Meanwhile, Kollar's put Thanos in the middle. Just to the left is Red Skull 3, and then Baron Zemo, Nebula to the right, and Mystique to the right as well. So long movers are on either side of Kollar's build so that he could go after scrolls on the flanks, but it looks like he's starting off with Baron Zemo grabbing the middle one for a safe grab. Everybody's on fire in the chat already. Everybody's got their post-Adepticon hype still flowing through their veins. Everybody's talking. Congratulations. Lucas apparently won the timeline event at Adepticon. Congrats, dude. First one.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
First ever timeline event, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Official one anyway.
Yeah. First full-sized timeline event.
All right, so it looks like Kollar, Baron Zemo, that is, failed the roll, so Pat's electing to push him forward, keeping him less safe, but he gets to now use his second activation and actually get right back onto that home point. So it wasn't so bad after all.
So Pat's Thanos has the ability to fish in one character, but only with a range to place. Whereas Kollar's Thanos has the mind and space gem. Because he's got his very own reality gem built into the leadership.
All right. Looks like people are really impressed with Kollar's team. They're quite worried about just how disgustingly effective it is. It is going to be, I think, a new wave, Huggy Bear. I think the Swedes are starting the next wave of filthiness with Red Skull 3 builds.
I think Red Skull 3 needs to be nerfed at some point.
Yeah. All right, so Pat's gone ahead and moved Black Panther and took the scroll. He also failed the roll. Kollar moved him forward, but because he has the large move, he's going to do exactly the same as Baron Zemo just did.
Yep. Taking care to stay within 2 of Okoye, not to get decepted by Mystique.
Ah, yes, of course. Constantly have to worry about that on the table. Deceived. Yeah, that's right. Deceived. You're right. Look at you. Look at you with your English proficiency.
Yes. Well, I do have a bachelor in it, so I should be way better than I am.
I didn't know that. Oh, I thought it was history.
Yeah, that's my that's my major.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Yep. Thanos can still bring Panther up using his shenanigans, and then Mystique can bring him even further in by using deception. After Black Panther gets placed, I don't know if Thanos can get Panther within 4 of Mystique with 1 place and 1 short move, maybe.
I'm not sure. We'll see. Kollar's trying to work it out right now. He's trying to get within 4 of Black Panther to port him away, but it doesn't look like he's going to get there with one move.
He has a space gem too.
Yep. If only Emma Frost were here.
Yep. She would not have solved anything. Well, with Spirit of Wakanda, she would have. Yeah, sure. With Spirit of Wakanda, she would be at 3 power now, so she would be able to stop one of the things.
One of the things. Yeah. The Swedes need to get their act together. Only 2 Swedish teams have registered so far for the WTC.
Oh, there are more coming.
Yeah.
There are more coming.
Yeah. Deadline, everybody, is this Sunday, Easter Sunday, 31st of March. So be sure to get yourself registered and just put down the deposit. It's 500 euros deposit, 100 per player.
But we're already more teams than last year?
Yeah, we have 32 teams at the moment. 32 teams that have signed up.
Which is 1 more than last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Amazing.
Plus whatever comes in over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Or the week.
Mm-hmm. "32 teams, Coddle, that we know of. A couple of people are looking to put together a team. There were 2 Frenchies who didn't have a team. And, I should message the Dutch guy. The guy who... I've forgotten his name. It was embarrassing. But he was playing...
Here we go.
So here we go. So Thanos has portaled himself forward, and now he's portaled Black Panther forward. Oh, and what is this? Why twice?
Because first it's Cosmic Portal.
Yep.
Then it's Mind Gem.
Okay.
And now he's most likely going to punch him as well.
Oh, I see.
To possibly get the throw. And then he can play Deception immediately to bring Panther within the kill zone of Nebula, Red Skull, and Mystique. So that could be a proper firing squad, I'm afraid.
And Thanos moved himself forward with his own ability. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Disgusting.
So he got the wild.
Got the wild.
There
Just
it
what
is.
he wanted. 2 hits.
Panther is now in big trouble.
Yeah, and Panther has the scroll, which is a problem.
Yep.
So it looks like 3 hits into 3 saves, so no damage, but that's not.
But that's not. That's not
actually
the point.
Where did he take that 1 damage from?
It's 4 hits because leadership.
Thank you. So tell everybody about Red Skull 3's leadership.
He can transform or count a skull as a crit, which means that following along how many dice or how many hits Kollar actually gets is going to be somewhat tricky, but we'll do our best to try and follow along. We need to keep an eye on power spending and damage taking in that regard, because that's how he finances turning skulls into crits.
Yeah, so you have to pay a power to get the skull to turn into a crit. Okay, right. So that's what he did.
Pat Thanos can actually teleport Black Panther twice backwards with both Cosmic Portal and Space Gem. So that could be
yeah.
It'd be a fun tennis game to watch. It's my Panther. No, it's my Panther.
Yeah, Panther's getting
tug of war.
Can you imagine? Yeah, tug of war.
Can you imagine like 2 Thanoses, one pulling the legs and the other one pulling the arms of poor T'Challa, just ripping him between.
So we're off the back of an amazing Adepticon. I'm sure many of us were watching it online and through Longshanks. Seems like people a great turnout for MCP at the event. Timelines kicked off with a large number of players. The Challenger event was even bigger. They had lots of side events. They had a lot of prize support that they were like you could like earn tickets for and get. Some of which were colored dice. Of all the things there, I was like, oh, I want those colored dice. Not other than red dice.
Yeah, the new ones were blue, right?
Blue. I thought there were multiple colors actually. I saw blue for sure, but I thought they had yellow and green there too. Maybe somebody can correct
I
us.
didn't see any dice. I just heard they were blue. So.
Oh, Lucas got 20 blue
20
dice.
blue dice.
Oh, you son of a gun. Only blue.
Wakanda
Apparently blue. Man, Lucas. Now I don't feel bad about taking your stream away from you. Damn you. I want 20 blue dice. I heard they were expensive though, Lucas.
So.
I heard that they were like it was hard for people to get enough tickets. Maybe you could tell us.
Pat used Space Gem on his own Thanos, so he will only be teleporting Black Panther once.
Okay. So he's got something else in mind. Looks like he wants to contest the middle with the other Thanos. That's so funny. Oh, apparently you get 1 die per match. That was the cost of the dice. So Lucas grinding out the games like a boss. Okay, now he's going to Mind Gem Black Panther forward. And what?
He did not get him within 2. Oh, man. So he can still be deceived.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oof.
Oof.
He did his best, but I think that wall didn't let him go the optimal angle.
Possibly. Yeah, this is bad news for Panther. Very bad news.
Yeah. Segram's saying he could have walked a little bit further rather than being a wolf one full.
Yep. Yeah, he maximized to be as far back as possible with Thanos. Yeah. He could have avoided that. That's correct.
So, the question is, does he use his action to just go forward a little bit, or is he going to go ahead and punch Thanos? What's the point of punching Thanos in your mind?
Getting him off the point, I guess. Possibly throwing him into Zemo. But if he throws him into Zemo only gets a ton of power that he can use next round. to murder more stuff.
So it looks like 4 hits, including the wild.
Yep. Against 3 blocks plus Thanos' damage
0.
reduction.
Yeah. DR 0.
Point.
Yep, and sure enough, he's tossed him into Zemo.
Yeah, so Thanos takes nothing. Zemo might get some power.
Looks like he saved 1, so he's taking 3 points. 3 out of 5. And it's back over to Kollar. Boy, these guys are motoring. We had a tournament just this past Saturday here in London. It was a great time. So much fun. It was great to have everybody out. We had new faces there. We had some visitors from out of town coming down. We had a beautiful spring day, actually. It was great. I had such a great time. We have another one coming up at the end of the month, 27th of April, where we're doing it street-level negotiations. Street-level negotiations, Huggy Bear, is you can't bring characters over 4th threat or play Hellfire Club.
No characters over 4th threat.
Yes, because street-level negotiations, you just get roughing it up with the people.
So what about the affiliations that only have 5 threat leaders?
They're sad. Sad for them.
Okay.
They stay home.
Or even 6 threat leaders if you're A4.
They relax. They relax that day. Yeah.
Right.
And Fisk shut down the Hellfire Club. That's why you can't play it there. Fisk is just out of control. Yeah. That's how it goes.
I think the most he can. Yeah. It looks very much as though Kollar is eyeing deception here. Getting Mystique within 2 of Zemo to have rerolls on her rapid fire attack, and then deceiving Black Panther into the range of both Red Skull and Nebula. This is very sad times. I would not be surprised to see a KO of Black Panther immediately around 2.
Yeah.
Because Mystique, he on his injured side, he cannot pay for extra defense dice against her. Plus, he will most certainly be playing Dark Reign at that point. So I'm afraid that this is bye-bye Black Panther.
With a scroll.
With a scroll.
Is this
Red Skull 3.
Is this Red Skull 3 beating him up?
No, it's Mystique just casually shooting some guns at him.
Yeah, but he blocked a lot of them. Wow, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
This is her rapid fire. 2 hits into the rapid fire.
Now, but wait till Red Skull opens up with his mystic attacks.
Well, he's tanking her right now. Wow, they were rolling dice super fast.
Is
she done? Wow, he tanked it. Amazing.
Yep, Pat needed that.
Yeah. But Nebula is going to be a beast.
Oh, for sure. Let's see. Power spending wise, if Nebula can build to power, so that means Red Skull could teleport himself to within 2 of Zemo and have rerolls. Kollar's Thanos is a bit sad to not be able to fund Death's Decree here.
Yeah. What's Thanos at? Only 1 power. Yeah, sure. I should point out that both side scrolls have been completely uncontested.
Yep. This is a game of violence.
Yeah, I mean they just went right at it.
I am, and I do believe that there are no models, at least on Pat's side, that can reach the northern scroll. He could probably go for the southern one with Miles.
All right, Shuri's moved up onto the home point and is blasting at Kollar's Thanos.
Yep. Who is immune to taking damage from this attack.
Yeah, it's all about the push, isn't it?
I think it's about building power for future rerolls.
Yeah,
but
sure. Both.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Why not both? I bet Kollar wishes he could take damage.
It looks like Pat's electing him to not move him.
Oh, he did take damage. Maybe it's voluntary to reduce.
Oh, okay.
In that case, that was
clever.
Yeah.
But why didn't Pat push him? A backstop on
Zemo.
Yeah, but maybe because I would have thought he'd still be able to go sliding parallel to Zemo, but maybe it wasn't within the tool. Okay.
Could you just hover over Thanos' card and bring up?
I sure can do.
Either side works. Let's see here. Being on this for damage. Reality gem in the way.
Yeah.
Check the other Thanos.
I think it's the same problem.
The Kollar Thanos.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Reduce the
it's
amount.
Not a May.
So it's not May.
No.
Okay. So why did he take damage from Shuri's attack? Yeah, they've removed it.
Yes. See, these are professionals. This is why they're in the semifinals.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody in the chat's blowing up.
Yep.
But it's everything. Everybody, calm down. It's good. We got it. We got there.
Thanos goes, "Oh, but I want to take damage."
Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
And finance.
Okay, here we go. Nebula into Red Skull 3.
Yep.
Now, how does she?
Well, if Black Panther would survive 2 attacks from Nebula and 2 Mystic attacks from Red Skull later, that would obviously affect the game in a big way.
Yep.
But this already here we see 4 hits into 2 blocks.
Yep.
That's 5 hits into 2 blocks.
Sure, reroll didn't help, or whoever's reroll.
The leadership reroll. Yeah. So that's 3 damage right there. Oh my god. Yeah, this is.
Okay, Nebula's such a beast. Oops, there we go. And he gets to do a reroll. Nebula does, which rolls into a skull. I guess he can count that at this point. I don't know. After the reroll, can you count?
No, only once per.
Oh, I see. Activation.
Turn.
Yep, and sure enough, he goes down, loses his scroll. Yikes. Nebula, she's a beast. 2 points. You know, I've been playing a little bit of Guardians to try to figure out what we're going to do on the team tournament we're going to in August. And been playing that Nebula, and good lord, as long as she survives, which is questionable. I just played it to try. I was at the behest of my team, and I'm putting them down. I can't stand them. I'm going X-Men now. I'm taking Vodka Blitz's empty throne, and going to be the new king of X-Men. I need help, everybody, though, to make sure I can consolidate my power on that empty throne. So please write in with your suggestions for X-Men. But yeah, I played Nebula, and so long as she survives after that, oh man, she can get ugly. Good lord.
Lucas points out in the chat that other than a miracle, there's no way to recover for Pat here.
Oof.
I somewhat agree, but if there's anyone who is known to be a maker of miracles, it's Pat Dunford.
He's moved Okoye now onto the center point and also front stopping Thanos and calling it an activation. That leaves Red Skull 3 here. Red Skull 3 is sitting. And Nebula did all that work just for her gun. That little pew-pew gun of hers.
Pew-pew gun.
Blaster pistol. 4 power. 4 dice.
Not sure if she forgot to take 1. No, she spent 1 power on the leadership. Never mind.
Red Skull 3 looking to get into the mix.
Yep. Not many places where he can land, though.
Yeah.
He found a sliver of ground to latch onto.
Look at that.
Maybe. So eyeing to shoot Thanos once.
I don't know. He seems like it. He's got a range 4 attack. What kind of attack is it?
He gets to choose whether it's mystic or energy.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess would be energy when it comes to Thanos.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go. And Okoye cannot bodyguard it, so it looks like it's going to Thanos going straight in.
I think this is I do believe what Kollar was looking for here is the wild shock. which he has got.
Yep. So it looks like he's got 3 hits if he pays for that crit. Yep. So 3 hits.
Yeah, not even sure it takes the damage for it. So.
Yep.
Yeah, but the all important thing. Oops. Ended up on Okoye. Wrong model, I believe. Or maybe
she
Okoye bodyguarded.
She must have.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
I didn't see who gave up the power, but it probably was Shuri. So yeah, Okoye probably had enough to bodyguard. And boy, she's lucky she survived.
Oh yeah. Spirit of Wakanda. She was at 3 power.
Look at that. She's survived and okay, she got shocked, but who cares? That's amazing.
So what can Miles do here? He has web swung, so whenever he does this next web line kick attack, it will have 2 additional dice on it. Plus, Pat's Thanos has enough power to Death's Decree, so that would make it an 8 dice attack. Yeah, Red Skull looks to be the target.
Let's keep an eye on Thanos' power, see if he does play for that. Nice to see Shadow Marvel.
Red Skull is not the tankiest guy around, and if he goes down, he will drop the scroll. So there's one victory point for you.
Yeah. Shadow Marvel blowing up the chat. Good to see you. Shadow Marvel, of course, one of the Infinity Watch TOs on the TTS League. Thank you for your service. Good, sir. And also the lead host of the Gamers Guild podcast. Latest episode just out. 2 hours of delicious content.
Yep. Which I listened to with great enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a nice job. And I am looking forward to all the post-Adepticon podcasts coming out. All right, he's changed his mind. He went after Zemo instead, using Death's Decree as well. Why after Zemo?
Well, Zemo is also holding a scroll, and he's only on 2 damage.
Ooh.
So
yeah,
way easier to kill him. It would also possibly open up for a early KO round 2. Trading Black Panther for Zemo, it seems like an even trade.
Yep, that's what it is. Yep, so that's what it is. And he manages to succeed. Really great save, actually, by Zemo, but fantastic attack from Miles, which he used the leadership to reroll. What's going on? Did I do the math wrong?
Maybe is this a
recal? No. Do you recal?
Don't know.
Did he roll the wrong number of dice or something? Why is
Mystique dodge roll? Mystique dodge roll.
Oh, it was the throw. It's part of it. Part of the attack. Okay, cool. Yeah. So he did actually take him down. He threw him into Mystique. Mystique managed to dodge most of it, take 1 point of damage.
Miles can pick the scroll up.
Look
so that would so Pat snatching the lead.
Wow.
Scoring wise.
Now he's rolling for the scroll and rolls the wild, so he does not move. Amazing. Wow. What a crazy. This is turn 1. Round 1. Yep. This is MCP, people. This is MCP. This is why we play. There's no mucking around. You get to excitement straight away in this game. It is just fantastic. I was reflecting on this because I finished selling 2 of my War Machine armies over the weekend and delivered them. And you know, some mild regret about it. But on the other hand, I'm just like, man, I'm playing this great game. It's so much fun, so engaging. I have a great community I've got the streaming thing here with a good friend of mine. It's like, you have to move on in life. It's okay. It's just okay. It's about the memories and experiences, not about the things.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
We all have our lost loved ones when it comes to games. I was a Warhammer Fantasy player when End Times hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Yeah. Do you have that army still?
I do. I sometimes compare GW to this old girlfriend that you had a really bad and destructive relationship with, and she hurt you really bad.
Right.
But sometimes she comes around and tries to get you back.
Yeah.
And you have and a small part of you feels tempted, but you have to say no. Nothing is good is going to come out of this.
Yeah. I got the same feeling when Age of Sigmar 4th edition was announced, and they mentioned how they're going to change the rules and this and that. And I have an army from that. When the pandemic hit, I had a very small army from 3rd edition launch. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, man, GW knows how to write these things really well, but they never, ever, ever deliver on it. And so I was like, no, you almost got me, but no, sorry. MCP is where it's at. This game is great.
It is indeed.
Thank you, Guy, for that nice compliment. He's saying you're doing an amazing job, Norbert. You are all heart. That is super nice of you, dude. Thank you so much. That's all we're doing it for. We're doing it for that, mostly. If you want to like and subscribe, though, we wouldn't say no. Only because other people could find it apparently better. I don't know. I certainly don't want your money. Huggy Bear doesn't want your money.
Okay.
GW wants your money, though. If you can spare money, they'll take it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I kept my Stormcast in their box, and I sold my Khador army, Vaktablitz. It was Khador, which is a huge collection, actually. And I sold my Circle army. I have a very small Trolls army still left, just in case. Just in case.
Looks like Black Panther is blocking.
Wow, 4 blocks. Oh wait, he has to pay. He doesn't get blanks anymore, right? Oh no, yeah, he's just got a shield. Yeah, that's 4 blocks. Nice.
Yeah.
Who's doing the dirty to him though? Who's doing the dirty?
Mystique. It has to be with Dark.
Dark Rain is on. Eee.
Yeah. So there are no blocks there. There are 3 hits. So, he did get a block. Oh my god. Is he gonna live?
This is amazing. Look at Pat. Pat's like, this is what I planned all along, punks.
Ooh, that's 3 blocks.
Oh my god.
Oh, Pat.
This is outrageous. The dice gods are not fucking around with these semifinals or the quarterfinals even. They are taking a personal hand in this game. What the fuck? Look at Pat. He puts that stick out straight away. He's like, yeah, suck it. Suck it, Kollar. I'm getting the fuck out.
So Panther takes 1 damage. Yeah. Someone with a dice calculator do the math on that.
Dice calculator. Tell me what kind of major sacrifice he sacrificed a double 2 oxen to the gods this morning. He's still reeking of the smoke of the offerings. And he's like, Kollar, you don't understand. You do not understand what is happening here. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah, I still think the idea behind going with Mystique here is obviously that she makes it so that Panther can't spend to have extra defense dice, and he can't use recalibration matrix if that comes up, and she has twice as many attacks as the other characters potentially, and with Dark Rain plus Red Skull leadership plus Simo reroll, that's should have been in the box, but this is MCP.
Yeah, it's MCP. Amazing. Amazing. This is great. This is why we play MCP. This is why we're here. And it goes both ways. You just don't know. And that's why never give up. Don't tilt. It could happen for you. Well, Segram thinks it was supposed to be an 80% chance to kill.
Yep.
Oh, Deaton's in the chat.
90%.
Deaton's like, I know those dice. I know all about those dice. Deaton, of course, played Pat in the last match in the quarterfinals, and there was some crazy dice going on in there, too.
Looks like Panther is attacking Simo.
Okay. Wow.
I failed to see if Simo paid for Master Swordsman. That's not going to get him a lot, though, because there are 2 skulls there.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Bam. Pushing him straight the hell out.
Yeah, he...
Wow, 3 out of 5 hits, too. Jesus. Now, for the folks at home, the push is mandatory, isn't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But he can... there's this little thing called Wakanda Forever.
Oh, my God. Yes.
So he could get... after pushing Simo, he could get a Okoye attack plus a Shuri attack, and the Shuri attack is really good at doing exactly 1 damage. So as long as Okoye does 1 damage, that would be a KO'd Simo.
This is nuts. Oh man, the elimination rounds of season 13 have been amazing. If you want to watch them, I have many of the games on my YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, the Dr. Norbert Games. But also most of them are actually on Lucas Schick's channel. Lucas, go ahead and link your channel into the chat so I can repeat it to everybody. I'm not sure the name of your YouTube channel exactly. I think it's Lucas Schick Master Streamer or something like that, right? Okay, so that was one action out of Black Panther. What's this token on him? What is that token? Do you see it in the overhead display? Dark Rain. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Dark Rain. Yep, so that's Wakanda Forever. And he's having a Okoye with Death's Decree do the dirty on Baron Zemo. Oh my God, this is mayhem. Oh no. Oh, Okoye totally blew it. What are you doing? She was surprised. She's surprised. She had no idea this was happening.
She's doing 1 damage, and that's...
Did he roll it to save? Did he roll it to a save? I don't see it.
No, because... no. That should do 1 damage.
Now she's doing the Wakanda reroll.
Yeah.
Wakanda reroll. Goes into another hit.
He's dead. He's dead. Oof, that was the miracle that Pat needed. For sure. Turning... Oh, man.
Kollar must be cursing up a storm. What's he like? What's his personality like in real life? I never played against him, actually.
Anders?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a real calm and collected guy. He's been podcasting about Tilt, actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So he should be perfectly capable of handling this. I don't know if anyone would.
Okoye does it again. Exactly, Deaton. Okoye continues to be a menace. She needs to be nerfed to the end of the earth. She needs to be nerfed to oblivion. Oh my god. How crazy is that? Kollar needs to add some power, or sorry, some damage to... I don't know, he's not off the table yet. I'm not sure why, but we'll see.
Some cosmic being really wants Pat to win this.
Seriously. And Pat's not even playing the sweetened dice roller, which is the blue one, you know. Carl, of course, the lead developer now, has sweetened up the dice rolls on blue. They roll better than the red ones do. And Pat's still playing red and still winning. I mean, that's what...
Maybe he sweetened up the red one just to be able to say that we're all wrong.
Carl's a man of mystery. Not sure. That little devil. What is he doing in the background? Pulling strings. All right, so looks like he pushed Thanos a bit further back, just a little bit. And now Black Panther is going after Red Skull 3. This is all the Wakanda with Forever free attacks. Not a great hit. But not a great save either. Okay. So that's Red Skull on 3 out of 6 hit points. Out of nowhere. Wakanda Forever. Round 2 Wakanda Forever, boys.
Yeah, Panther still has 1 action left to go.
Oh, God, that's right. Yeah, and all the excitement, I forgot. Good Lord.
Does he go for the kill or does he get out of there?
Yeah, I don't know. Because Black Panther, it'd be all right to sacrifice him, except for the fact that he is the leadership, which is a good leadership. Looks like he's doing a spender. I saw him just blow a shit ton of power.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's going into Red Skull 3. All right, spender into Red Skull 3. Choose violence. That's right, Vodka Blitz. Blanks, though. God. And Kollar rolled well. He got 2 crits, 3 saves. 3 saves so far. I'm not sure if he rolled the crits in just yet. Looks like 4, 5, 6, 7 hits into 3 saves. So that's it.
Yeah, Red Skull is gone. No more models able to use Dark Rain.
What? Why is that? Why is that? Oh, because they're not.
They're not Cabal affiliated. They're the ones that are. Yeah. And as icing on the cake, Mystique gets pushed off the point.
This is part of the spender, right? It's a separate secondary ability.
He rolls a wild. All enemy models within 2 gets pushed short away, and then they take a damage, I think.
Yeah. Now, Vakubitz is making a good point about whether Black Panther should pick up that scroll, and he's suggesting he shouldn't because then Nebula would get rerolls against him. Right now, he's not doing that. And he's got enough power to do at least 1 of his extra dice defense rolls. So, ooh. Oh, it was recal. Thank you, sir. Somewhere along the line, Red Skull 3 tried to do recal and still didn't make it through, survive that attack.
Zemo, I think.
Was it Zemo? Who did the recal? On Zemo.
I believe it was Zemo.
All right, thanks, Glenn. It was Zemo. You're right. Wow.
Incredible.
This is great. This is so good. I mean, it's just like, what do you do? But Kollar's got a plan. Like you said, he doesn't tilt. He's relaxed. He's like, this happened. We got playing to our outs. Speaking to the mighty, almighty Sooner, also on the Gamers Guild podcast, by the way. Sooner says, play to your outs. If what you were doing doesn't work, there's another way to win in this game.
Yeah. I would not be surprised to see Kollar Thanos teleport Black Panther onto the point so that Nebula gets real.
That's amazing. Oh God.
But yeah, this is not looking good for Kollar now.
So that is let's talk about the big balls move that Pat just did, right? Because my instinct would have been like, "Oh, I survived. I'm gonna run Panther the hell out of there," right? No, he's like, no, he's staying in there, and he's going to do horrible things to them instead. Wow, like that's so crazy. It would never cross my mind. I'd be like, "Oh, I survived. It's amazing. I'm out of here." No.
Yeah, that certainly takes quite a bit of level-headedness, for sure.
Let's make a note of that.
Very aware.
Huggy Bear. Let's ask Pat about his decision on that one. That's something people need to understand. Yeah, Vodka Blitz agrees with me. It's hard to defeat those super impulses. He saw through it somehow, though. I really want to understand that. So let's ask him that, Huggy Bear. I'm going to make you ask him that when we get to it. I need more whiskey. This is I need to calm down after all that. Whew. I'm finishing off my Glenfarclas. It's done now. My Highland Scotch. I'm looking forward to another Scotch that I got as a gift from a recent event. Some good people, really good friends, gave me a bottle of whiskey, which was super nice of them. So I'm going to do that. What are you drinking tonight, Huggy Bear? We never got to that. Things got hectic straight away.
You know what I like, Norbert?
Is the gin and tea. G&T back.
Yes.
Okay, right on.
Hibiscus and lime. But today I have Sipsmith gin, which is quite a bit stronger. 54%, if I'm not mistaken.
Am I going to meet your lovely?
Definitely needed here.
Yeah, seriously, you and me both. Am I going to meet your lovely wife when I come to Swedish Wind? I would love to see her.
Oh, that's quite possible, actually.
Oh, amazing! Thank you. That'd be great. We have to share a drink. Have her come like the dinner time or something, so we can have a proper chat.
For sure.
Because I find her work very interesting. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, she's an archaeologist.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I love that thing. It was something I was tempted to do when I was studying in college or university.
You probably made the right choice.
Yeah.
At least at least on the financial side.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. She doesn't do field work though, right? She does museum work.
No, she's yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She belongs in a museum.
All right, it's up to Kollar. Let's see how he reacts to this. Yeah,
he has 2 activations to go. Pat has 4 activations to go, and one of them is Thanos. So this is
all right. So Thanos is going to give Miles some love.
Pat. Yep.
Vodka Blitz is complimenting our dress today. Of course, you have the pocket square, so you're always a little bit ahead of me. You're always one VP ahead of me in the fashion department.
You should get some, Norbert.
I don't know.
They're really nice.
It's not my brand.
Right.
It's the whiskey for me. My whiskey is my pocket square.
Man, this went from looking like Kollar had it in the bag to looking abysmal for him.
What's his best showing in the leagues before this?
I think he's been in the top 16, maybe.
Top 16. Okay. So that was Thanos' first attack.
I might be mistaken on that. It might have been the top 32, but I don't think he's been the top 8.
All right. Thanos didn't manage to daze Miles with that one attack, but it brought him down to just 1 hit point. Miles holding a scroll, of course. So we have to see what Kollar decides to do with the remaining actions and Space Mind Gem nonsense. Slippery Eelhug saying Wakanda Forever seems like a good card. It's not widely accepted as such, Slippery, but sometimes it's okay. Sometimes. No. Actually, it's actually probably the best card in the game. I hear dice being rolled. I think he might be getting slapped again by Thanos. Let's see. Yeah, 4 hits into 2 saves. I'm not sure the rerolls will help because he only has 1 die to reroll, and that's a dazed Miles. And the scroll passes over. Let's see if he gets picked up or not by Thanos. I'm gonna say no because of the threat of the movement. But let's see. Hope everybody's having a good time. If you're just back from Adepticon, throw an F in the chat. We'd love to know if you were there and can kind of give us some halo effect of your Adepticon goodness. It seemed like a great show. I've been there twice, not this year. I passed on this year, but twice before that, and it was just amazing. It is literally the Mecca. I hope that's not blasphemous, but it's Mecca for miniature war gamers. If you play miniature war games and you have the means to get out there, the time and the money, you should do it at least once in your lifetime. It is just great. You're in with a tribe of like-minded people for 4 days. It's a bit longer than normal American cons. 4 days, in a very comfortable environment. It's fantastic. Huggy Bear, you and I should go next year.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Look at that. Lucas saying it was his first time and it was incredible. Oof. Looks like Kollar is portaling the other Thanos away. That's funny.
Yep. I don't know if this if that's a huge deal. I mean, Pat's Thanos also has Space Gem and he's very mobile. But I mean, sure, he's probably forced him to spend at least 1 move action if he wants to get back on the midpoint. And now he's also portaling Panther to within 1 of the objective.
Oh yeah, sure enough. You know Kollar so well. Big shout out to my homies in Edmonton, Canada. Edmonton, Canada, the most isolated MCP community in the world, but the nicest guys that you'll ever meet. Hope you're watching. Hope you're commenting. It's always good to hear from Edmonton, Canada. I'm not sure what else. What's Vodka Blitz is in the channel. What is Edmonton known for? Does like if I mention Edmonton to people, they'd say, "Oh yes, they are maple whiskey fanatics," or they are Yeti lovers, or I don't know what. Tell me. Blueberries, oil, and a big mall. Edmonton Oilers. Okay, fair enough. There's a team called Edmonton.
Yeah, the hockey.
Okay, oil in the middle of the country, just like randomly there. Jesus, crazy. Edmonton gets more intriguing every day.
Looks like Pat's Thanos is eyeing maybe moving up and teleporting Panther off the point again.
This Black Panther.
The tug of war with T'Challa in between them.
So apparently, big Vodka Bliss says Edmonton has a big mall and overly expensive rents. So, yeah, with all that oil, they have a lot of money, but then they have to pay a lot to pay for stuff. Interesting. Okay, so Kollar's Thanos dazes Miles, takes the scroll, manages to stay put, and then portals Pat's Thanos away. Now Pat is going and trying to decide what to do next. Keep in mind, everybody, that Kollar only has Nebula left. So it'd be interesting, like you said, Huggy Bear, if Pat took his Thanos and tried to get Thanos off that point, so Nebula couldn't get those rerolls. But he seems to be contemplating Shuri for some reason. Is that to just keep?
Yeah, I think this is Pat is devising a plan on how to transport Kollar's Thanos to Africa.
Yeah, he's shipping him to not Wakanda. I was saying Wakanda, Rwanda. He's taking a cue from the British government and is shipping Thanos to Rwanda because that's apparently a very safe country that's very far away from Britain and keeps everybody here calm.
Yeah, this was the scroll push.
Oh, it was the scroll push. All right, so he failed the scroll pickup. Okay, right. So he's
But,
definitely going to Rwanda next.
He is.
Do you know about this? Do you know about the British government? Has this filtered through to the Swedish media?
The British government in Rwanda?
Yeah.
I do remember some news reporting on it in the 90s, but...
90s? Oh, my God. Was this happening already in the 90s? Oh, my God. Well, it's happening now, 30 years later.
Yeah. The Titan saving Panther again.
Right. So is this a double move by Thanos? Look at Pat very very, very specifically placing Thanos there. Wow. Yep, sure enough. Just a bit more. It's okay. No, a little bit more. Okay, so he's contesting still. It looks like he wants to contest, but be within 4th of Panther, and he's going ahead and teleporting Panther off, just like you all said. Panther's like, I am feeling a little bit used here, people, and I'm not happy about it. Oh, is he going to suspend her? Or no, he's gonna punch the other Thanos and try to hopefully get the wild and push him away into Rwanda.
Yep.
Nope, he changed his mind again. He's going
Spender on Mystique.
Spender on Mystique. Who's on the point? So I guess he's looking to get rid of the points.
Yep.
Yeah. Got a crit. Nothing else is good though. He needs this wild and fails. Will he use the leadership reroll? Yes, he will. Or Shuri reroll. He uses Shuri reroll. Still fails. Thanos is all about the control today. That leaves Nebula. And then there's Shuri and Okoye. As Vakapets pointed out, Shuri can go ahead and push Mystique off that point as well, automatically. So it's a matter of what Nebula... Looks like Nebula's going to try to take out somebody. Okoye?
Maybe.
Okoye?
I think this is setting up for next round, where Kollar will be having Prio, and then activating Nebula first, quite likely. Man, Pat has a pretty solid chance to KO Red Skull next round as well.
What, through Thanos or Black Panther?
Either.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is a machine.
I mean, look, a bit of luck is always
and on the one time when he shows some humanity and puts his panther in the wind.
Yeah.
Then the dice gods save him.
No, he's like Achilles. Achilles, right? Achilles was flawed. He was a flawed character. That's what the whole Aeneid is. Not the Aeneid. The Trojan War is about.
The the Iliad.
Iliad, thank you. Iliad. He's a flawed character, but he's favored by the gods. The gods would come down and guide his hand or push the other person's spear aside.
Woof.
Son of a
Look
bitch.
at
Nebula. Nebula not taking any prisoners. Holy shit. She casual 5 hit points of damage into Thanos. Fuck me.
That's how you do it, Nebula.
Nebula. She gives no shits about Thanos. She's like, all right, motherfucker. Puts 5 hit points and shock onto him. Wow. Oh, God. She was embarrassed by the performance about Black Panther and just had a lot of rage. But Okoye's here. Okoye with Death's Decree. Thank you, Pat, for doing the professional thing and indicating what you're doing on the table. That is really, really nice and helpful and appreciated. So this is Okoye doing a Death's Decree into Nebula. Let's see the roll. 3 hits.
Yeah.
3 hits into 1 save so far. Kollar gets to do his reroll, which rolls into another save. So 1 hit goes into Nebula. And that's it for Okoye. Shuri is now going to shoot at Thanos to push him further into Rwanda. Oh, and he shook the shock. That's what it was. Okoye shook the shock for her second action. I was wondering about that. Thank you, Vodka Blitz. Vodka, I don't know if you're drinking anything tonight, but I clearly am because I am not following it that carefully. Thank you for being here. That's it. Thanos over in Rwanda, and now, oh, look at this. He's not doing Shuri. He's going to, not going into Mystique, going into Nebula instead.
Well, Mystique is stealth, so.
Thank you.
Plus,
there we go.
Plus outside of 5, I think.
Right. And sure enough, gets to push Nebula.
Yep. Into the wild.
I'd like to say, I thought the action.
Yeah, question is now which course of action is best for Kollar to take Thanos down? Because that has to be his. That has to be what he's gunning for. First activation.
Oh, Jesus.
Next round.
There we go. Say again. I missed it.
Kollar has to go for the kill on Thanos here.
Mm.
Starting at the start of next round.
Yep, got it.
Or maybe.
What's this?
Maybe go for. This is.
What was that?
Not sure.
Checking for 2. People are saying checking for 2.
Right.
Okay, that's Pat in the lead. 5 points only. 5 points to 4. So if you haven't guessed it yet, this is not a scenario game. It's an attrition game. Oh, gamma damage. Thank you, fellas. He was measuring gamma damage. So if Nebula were outside of 2, she would have taken a point of damage. But she's fine. She's fine. And this is Kollar with priority, getting straight into it. Love you, chatters. Thank you so much for keeping us on the straight and narrow. Lets us be a little jovial in the chat. I leave all the heavy lifting to Huggy Bear. That's why he's been such a great partner with me for all these years. Because I get distracted by the fun and the whiskey. Drink freely. Thank you, guys. People encouraging me to drink freely.
Ooh, my God. Yeah, Okoye is a spanner in the works for Kollar.
Mm-hmm.
He could solve it by activating his Thanos first, but that's maybe not the order of activation that he desires. But Thanos has to go down. Otherwise, real bad things will happen caused by Pat's Black Panther.
Yep.
Who will now have 4 additional dice on his Death's Decrees.
All right, looks like Mystique is going to go do dirty. I just saw her spend some money.
Ooh. Dangerous.
Yeah, seriously.
This could be it's actually Red Skull spending power off of Mystique,
Yep. Okay.
which is a broken superpower that should be nerfed or removed to teleport Thanos.
Okay. Curtis Osborne, good to have you in the chat. I hope I meet you someday. Maybe you're coming to WTC. You should come. You deserve to be there, my friend. All right, sure enough.
It needs to put Thanos on within one of a point. He does not.
No.
But he's doesn't matter. It's Red Skull activating anyway. But he got him out of Okoye range. So now Red Skull has to do 3 damage to Thanos.
3 damage.
Yep. Got 5 dice attack, and he's got a size 3 throw. I don't know if there are any size 3 terrain pieces close enough, but
So that was Red Skull 3 using his ability to teleport people, right?
Yes.
That's what just happened. Okay. Now he's attacked. Oh shit! Fuck me.
That
oh boy.
what he needed.
Holy shit!
Oh, holy smokes!
6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10 hits?
That is indeed 10 hits.
Oh my
man.
god! 10 hits into
Yep.
3 saves.
Goodbye, Thanos.
4 saves.
And interestingly enough, this
recal. So the people asking for recal. Will Pat recal? Ooh.
It's certainly a recal moment. I mean, this is the part where Pat recals and takes no damage.
Yeah, it was like a Decepticon a year ago. Oh man, he's doing a Shuri reroll. Or no, he's playing it. He's playing it. He played recal. He played recal.
Oh man.
Dice gods declare. Oh no, Kollar.
Still a good hit. Still a good hit.
Kollar got it.
No, even worse block.
Doesn't matter. Oh, bam, boom is right. Let me ask you this, Huggy Bear, with the leadership. If you pay for the leadership to get a skull to be a crit and then have to re-roll, like for the recal, does it still count as a crit?
I think you're still not re-rolling the skull, and this still counts as a crit because it's still a skull. So, but you count it as a crit.
Right, got it.
So you're not re-rolling skulls, but you're counting the skull as a crit.
Whew. Now, people are asking about a trigger. Is there a trigger that does damage to people nearby?
If this was the spender,
I think it was. I think it was.
It probably was, yeah. Then he's triggered an additional free attack into Panther, and this is Mystic, so no extra dice for Panther. Ooh, that's 2 damage.
Free damage. Wow. And that was
what's the size of that tiny wall in between Panther and
let's say size
Red
1.
Skull?
Yeah, size 1.
Size 1. Okay. So that's the only piece of terrain Red Skull will ever be able to throw into Panther as things stand here.
He has a throw too. Jesus.
Yes. There's also a brace for impact, so
yeah,
never mind. But,
both players are left with just brace for impact.
That's not gonna do the trick, no.
He's shocked though.
But shock, that's not nothing.
Wow. This game's great.
Oh man.
It's such a good game.
That Nebula spike in Thanos somehow got Kollar back in the game.
Yeah. Amazing. Vodka Butts, can you comment on whether in a recal, if Red Skull 3's leadership still counts that skull as a crit, or if you even roll that? I don't think you re-roll the skull, as Hunky Bear stated. But question is whether further that skull continues to remain a crit or not on the reroll. No, but
you do rerolls.
You have to re-roll the skull that transforms and it stops being a crit. Eee.
All right.
That's disgusting. Wow.
Sounds bad.
The worst of both worlds.
It did not affect the outcome in this particular case, but
sure.
Good to know.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting, Vodka. Vodka saying it's also the same with Domino and Malekith. All right, very good. So you re-roll the, skull that was a crit, but you lose essentially you lose the leadership ability. It doesn't count for the recal. Wow. But didn't help here. Dice gods were clearly saying no to Pat. But this is just like the Iliad. Have you read the Iliad?
As a matter of fact, I have, and it was the most boring read I have ever had.
The middle and the end. The middle gets really dull. The beginning is great.
I mean, the like every time someone dies, you get like
a feast.
1.5 page to 3 pages of
feasting,
genealogical
that's
fact. So they tell the life story of everyone who dies after they die.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting there reading and like, okay, this person just died. Why would I ever be interested in this information?
Yeah. You have to remember, in those days, they had no TV, they had no radio. The guy who's singing the song, because it used to be sung, would be singing for a supper, basically. And so people wanted to be entertained while they're eating and drinking that night. So it was a different, different set of circumstances. But yeah. Anyhow, the point I'm trying to make is in the Iliad, it's when things got really thick. They let the mortals fight with one another, but if things got a little dangerous for one or another favored mortals, the gods would come down and just kind of fight alongside.
Intervene.
They intervene. They would guide a hand, they would move a foot, and things like that. And this is what's happening here. You see it written. It is written. Right. So Pat's on it, not phased. He's going to go ahead and move Miles into the fray. He, what is this?
But what is it that they meant to have written?
He's moved Miles within 2 of Red Skull 3, clearly trying to take down that leadership ability. Let's see what Miles can do.
6 dice attack.
3 hits, 2 crits. Saves good though, 2 saves.
And there's Wakanda reroll and there's Shuri rerolls.
Yep. So he's gonna do.
So Miles gonna reroll all of them.
So that's 4 hits into 2 saves. 4 hits into 2 saves.
One more reroll.
One more reroll. Oh my god. All the rerolls. 5 hits into 2 saves.
3 damage, but no throw.
No throw.
He can't afford the spender. So Red Skull is in trouble.
That was a web swing. That's how Miles got into position with a web swing first, which gave him extra dice. Now he's doing the second attack. Was it a spin? Oh, God. That's a bad roll. Ugh. Gods looked aside. Okay. 2 hits into 1 save. Or no. Can the crit be rolled into a success on the defense?
No.
No.
God, no.
Okay. Right. So he's left him on 1. Yikes.
Yeah, and that means Shuri can finish him off.
Good point. That's right, because he's activated. He's not doing anything anymore.
Yep.
and Shuri's relatively safe.
Shuri, Mystique is in a decent position to execute Panther. She can do 2 automatic damage by blowing up the piece of terrain, and then she can blink the 1 damage. That would, however, hand priority over to Pat, which could be dangerous.
Yep. So Kollar's got Mystique, Nebula, and Thanos.
Murdering Miles could be a better course of action, possibly.
Miles, of course, is on his injured side. No, only Kollar's Thanos has a scroll. It's amazing.
The only character on Kollar's side that is on his injured side is Red Skull, and I failed to see how he lives through this round.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just accept that Red Skull dies, and then just try to keep prio and kill whatever activates, and then try to take down Thanos.
Okay.
First thing next round.
There's only 1 scroll being held out of 4.
Yeah. But without Red Skull, Kollar's Thanos becomes way worse.
Well, I hope everybody's enjoying the match tonight. I hope you enjoy the commentary as well. Huggy Bear, it's going to be too long before I see you again, but it'll be nice to see you at the Swedish Wind tournament coming up at the first weekend of June in Malmo, Sweden. Tell us a little bit about that. Make sure people come to the Swedish Wind event.
Oh, yeah, it's a 2-day event in the second weekend of June, 8th to 9th of June, in Malmo Brewing Company, where it's a 64-player event. It's half full at the moment, and but there's still plenty of time to go. And it will be 2 fantastic days of MCP with drinking and socializing, and lunch is included in the price.
Yep.
And there's also very good possibilities to have dinner in the same venue.
Yep.
Some nice hotels around, and all of the components are in place, I'd say.
Yes.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Exactly right. Do not miss it. If you're flying, you want to fly into Copenhagen Airport, even though it's in Denmark. It's actually the closest airport. You just take this special train. It runs every 10 minutes from the Copenhagen Airport right into Malmo. It's a piece of cake.
For sure it is. And the train station is even like within
15 minutes. 15 minutes walk.
5-minute walk of the venue.
Okay.
10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. 15 minutes, then you're really slow.
Okay. All right, so Thanos portaled himself forward, then he portaled Black Panther closer to him, and now he's punching Black Panther. Let's see. Black Panther, I think he's paid for his extra dice.
Maybe.
Got the wild.
He's obviously eyeing to throw Black Panther into Miles.
Yep.
By punching him. That's going to happen.
Yep. Looks like he did a great hit into Black Panther this time. Black Panther did not manage to dodge all the hits. and
Doing.
get thrown into Miles before he goes.
Miles, who will most likely be teleported out of Okoye range and murderized next.
That's Panther off the table. Thanos doing the dirty.
Yep. But how did the dodge roll go for Miles?
Yeah, good question. I'm not sure.
Brace for impact. Brace for
I
impact.
braced it. Braced it. Nice one. Brace. Okay.
Yep.
So now Thanos has to try to punch Miles for his second action.
Brace.
Kollar has only got brace left. And that's the last of the tactics cards.
I mean...
Ooh, not a good hit.
Having the attack go into Nebula is not too shabby.
Not a good hit.
3 hits here.
3? Oh, yeah, because of Red Skull. Yep. Yeah, 3 hits into... Oh, God. No save so far. Let's see if he gets the reroll to help him out. He does. He's going to take 2 hits.
That's Okoye. Maybe he didn't use the leadership. Maybe he used it on the previous attack.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Okay. Miles is fine.
Yep. Certainly is.
Now, the question is,
For now.
Both leaders could be going out after round 3 here.
Yep.
Both leaders off the table. Amazing. Well, our dice math will be much easier to figure out after that.
Oh, yeah. That's always something. Yeah, it's still Kollar's activation, so he's looking to teleport Red Skull backwards, it seems. In order to make it slightly harder, I think this is in
academic.
vain.
Academic.
Yeah. I don't really like that expression. Because let me give you a small lecture here.
All right.
You are a PhD.
I am.
You are an academic.
Yes.
And the expression "this is of academic significance," meaning that this is of no significance, is an insult to academics.
It's true. Screw those guys with their expressions.
Yeah.
Okay. He's trying to get Red Skull out of there, but is he going to do it? Kollar is not pulling the trigger just yet.
Questions.
Is he moving Miles instead?
Moving Miles back onto the point.
Oh, so for Nebula.
Has
Oh, these are dirty Nebula tricks happening here tonight.
Here, Miles, you wanna score this?
Eat my shock sword.
It was probably a smart move to activate Thanos here, because if Nebula and Mystique are the easiest characters to take down, say from Red Skull, who's already activated. So that means if Pat would daze either Nebula or Mystique before they activate, that would hand priority back to Kollar, which would be bad news for Pat's Thanos.
That's a good point about priority, prioritization.
Yeah. It turns out that, over the course of the hundreds of games that I've watched and played of this game,
okay,
you cannot understate the significance of activation order. Which order you activate things is often more impactful than what you do during those activations.
Mm-hmm. I think that's especially true on a tall team, but when you have a lot of control characters like Thanos, it's also important.
Yeah, I actually think it's true always in any type of team.
Okay, Shuri moving up.
Staying outside of 3 on Nebula.
Good, smart. This is what Pat's so good at. He recognizes all these threats ahead of time and accounts for them.
No.
3
so
hits.
Close to surviving. Yeah.
That's it.
Really close to surviving.
So close. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow. Noble Bang making a good point that he was outside of, might have been outside of gamma range as well. Would have gotten a damage from the crisis. But nonetheless, Shuri does the dirty. That's Pat's team clustered around the center point. Okoye left to go, but Nebula is next. And Nebula is going after Miles. Now she gets the rerolls.
Did Okoye spend power, or was she at 1?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Saves 2, whoever it is. 4 hits so far. Okoye was at 1. Okay, so it's going into Miles. Thank you, guys.
So that seems like 3 damage into Miles then.
Look at Nebula. Nebula is like the doing
2 damage into Miles.
All the work. All the work. 2 damage into Miles, yeah. And she gets to place within 1.
If he had done 3 damage, Mystique could have blown up that. No, she can't because she has no power. Never mind. She has no power because Red Skull spent it all.
Yeah, people are pointing out that Nebula forgot to heal. She's got this weird ability where at the top of her activation, right at the start, she can heal 1.
All right.
I forget it all the time, too.
Question is, who's he attacking here? Is he greeting and not attacking Miles?
Not sure. 2 hits so far. The reroll goes into another hit. So 4 hits into 1 save so far, but I hear some rerolls happening.
Yeah, it has to be Miles because Pat's rerolling 2 dice.
Yeah. Ugh. Wow. Still got 3 saves. Only 1 goes through. He survives 3 out of 5 hit points. Wow. Wow.
I mean, Miles could survive.
Okoye now, going probably into Nebula.
Yep. There they corrected the forgotten heal.
Oh, they did. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, they would have been auto-dead to Mystique if Mystique had power.
Yeah. First attack does nothing. Second attack rolls 3 hits into 1 save so far. Reroll. Reroll goes into 2 saves, so 1 more. Nebula just won't die. That's what happened to me on Saturday, this past Saturday. Nebula just was tanking. She's only got 4 hit points, but with that reroll, sometimes she just sits there and takes it.
If Mystique can kill Miles here, then
Okoye's got bodyguard.
She does.
Yeah.
Not against Mystique, yeah. That's correct.
Oh, can't do reactive powers against her. Oh, amazing.
That's not a good hit. But at least got the rapid fire.
Yep.
And hey, what do you know? 1 damage to Miles.
Yep.
So only needs to do 1 more over the course of at least 2 attacks. Oh, that's not how you do it.
Wow. That was a complete fail. The gun jammed.
Oh man, what if he it's sabotage. He can't afford sabotage. It costs 3, he has 2.
Okay, this is 2 hits into 1 save, but the rerolls are happening now. Rerolls save.
That saves. Oh my god.
But she's got rapid fire. She's got rapid fire. So she's go one more time.
Last chance.
2 hits with a crit. Crit rolls into a 3rd hit.
Oh my God, Pat's gonna save this.
2 saves. He's doing his re-rolls.
He needs to roll. Oh, he's got the. Oh, no.
He needs to save 1 re-roll. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. Miles is dead. Oh my God. Ooh, so tense.
This is crazy.
Oh my God.
My wife is seriously impressed by all this. Good job. This is nuts.
Oh my God.
Miles off the table. Boom.
Yeah. I'd say Kollar is now slightly favored, but anything, absolutely anything can happen here.
Pat has 3 characters and Kollar has 3.
Yep, and Pat has Prio on top of that. But Kollar's Thanos is healthy and has a portal, whereas Pat's has not.
Yeah.
Pat's Thanos, however, has a reality gem, and we all know how obnoxious those can be. So, but Kollar's reality gem was squished. His Red Skull-shaped reality gem was squished last round by Shuri's powerful Panther gauntlets.
Look at you with the alliteration.
So, I mean, I'd say Kollar could probably afford Thanos going down here, and then just pour all of his own attacks into Pat's Thanos, get Prio, KO him next round, and then there's just Okoye and Shuri fighting against a Thanos and Nebula and Mystique.
Mm-hmm. Outside of 2. Thanos, Pat's Thanos is outside of 2, so he's probably going to use the suspender, I think. Thanos on Thanos action. Vodka Bliss is saying it was inside 2. All right. So this would be just a normal attack. He's got 4 hits with the wild trigger. He's got 6 hits. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 hits. Into 2 saves plus a damage reduction. So that'd be 3 damage going through. Should put him on 5 out of 8. Fairly good hit. Yes, Vodka Blitz. Fairly good. Here's some more dice being re-rolled. Leadership re-roll. Shuri re-roll. That goes another hit. Wow. So that's 7 hits.
No leaderships on the table.
No, Shuri, though. Shuri.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that puts Thanos at 6 out of 8. And looks like Pat's going to throw him. Is this throw mandatory?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Not looking to put
pretty certain it isn't.
Not looking to put the last 2 points on him somehow, though. And he's giving him slow.
Yep.
People saying if it was a spender, this push is mandatory. Yeah, it was the spender. People saying it was the spender. I didn't think it looked like it was in. It was Vodka Blitz screwing with me. Screw you, man. Get out of here. It's too much amaretto in your coffee. Right. Boom. Thanos, back into Rwanda for you. Patrick looking to see if he can portal himself over to do another spender into the Thanos. Looks like he is, and he's backstopping himself against some barrels. Amazing. What a boss.
And the push is before damage on that one, right? So he would be able to push him
Even further
into Rwanda.
All right.
Yeah, this is
big roll.
This is like
5 hits,
yep,
including a crit.
That does it.
6 hits.
Does it.
Oh God.
This is Pat for you. Seeing this angle, just
I don't know what to say anymore. What? Oh my God.
I did not see this angle.
No.
Now he's most likely given Kollar Thanos a real crappy. Maybe the push was before after damage. Okay, so not too bad then. Still.
Okay, people are banking on the.
I don't know if the most important thing here is to just whack Thanos off the board. So if I was Kollar here, I would probably just activate Nebula, hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah. People are banking on Nebula. They're saying Nebula is going to be the hero.
Attacking Thanos to increase the odds that Kollar can KO Thanos next round. Because Okoye and Shuri are not going to do that much work by themselves.
No, they're control pieces, support pieces.
So is every single Skrull on the floor?
Yep. Scrolls.
Who needs extracts? Let's play without them.
Extracts is a superfluous part of this game.
Shady Alea Raza.
What's that?
Yeah, Alea Raza points out that talking like me, that is, ensures Okoye KOs the whole team. And we do have some memorable TTS finals where Okoye one-shot Thanos. That was pre-nerf though, but still.
she's not to be trifled with.
Not sure what happened. Maybe they just adjust the shirts.
Yeah, not sure. It's Kollar's move here, so it's either Nebula or it looks like Nebula going into Shuri.
Ooh, I don't like this.
Okay, that's 2 hits so far with 1 save, and the reroll goes into 3 hits. She takes 2 hit points of damage.
If Kollar kills Okoye or Shuri here, then that would hand priority back to Pat, allowing him to have a Thanos activate. Don't like it.
So that's Shuri on 2 out of 5 hit points and stunned. Nebula has to do her mandatory move within 1, which she does. And she does a spender now. She's doing her spender. So, big hit coming. Shuri and gets to reroll all the dice. Oh, yeah, here we go. Huggy Bear. He might have fallen into Pat's trap. That's 1, 2, 5 hits with the rerolls. That comes into 6 hits. 6 hits into no saves. Shuri dazed. Shuri dazed before activating. And she places once more. So people are split in the chat. Some people think it was the right move to do here. Some people are saying it wasn't the right move to do. Interesting. This is where strategy becomes imperative. What is your actual game plan here?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing how that wasn't a grave mistake. Maybe he's scared of Pat scoring too much and then being at least 1 point ahead round 6 without getting wiped.
I'm
having a hard time seeing the reason.
Go ahead and make a note of that question. For
Yeah,
Kollar.
already did.
Okay.
Already did.
People are suggesting he might be trying to do a turn 6 plan.
Maybe.
But Nebula doing a lot of work this game. There she is, tanking. Yeah. Oh, finally. She's finally dazed. Okoye's finally taken the lady, the robotic lady down. It's Okoye.
Yeah, now Mystique has a crappy activation. Unless she...
What's this movement?
Okoye.
Just Okoye using her second action? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, just try to put as much damage as possible into Thanos with Mystique. Yeah, that was a big move.
People suggesting Kollar's, thank you, Smart Alec. His suggestion is that Kollar's going to try for points. If he goes for the back point, he can get 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to find an advantage that Kollar has by not having Reality Gem, it is that he has a Mind Gem, meaning that he can play a control game even on his injured side, which Pat Thanos cannot. Can't displace enemy models. So yeah, looks like Mystique is gonna try and grab a scroll and then walk to a point.
Shuri is dazed. People at home may not notice that because he hasn't put the token on it, but sure enough, Mystique picks up the scroll, manages to succeed in the roll so she doesn't get pushed.
Ooh, that's
that looks
gonna
out.
be too far.
That looks out.
That's gonna be out. Yeah, that's gonna be. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Ooh, dangerous, very dangerous. Don't gamble on this. Don't gamble on this.
Just negate the point in the middle instead, right?
Oh, he gambled on this, and I think it worked.
He won. He won.
Oh,
yeah.
3 points.
Woo!
3 points.
Big roll, that scroll roll for Kollar. Otherwise, he would have been pushed out into oblivion.
Yeah.
That's some big balls are happening here. Pat's has some big balls, and that is Kollar just muscling up with his pair.
Lord.
That's
what is happening, Norbert?
I don't know, but it's 9 points to 7 in turn 5. Turn 5, Patrick wait, hang on. I'm not sure they did they do the because Patrick should have priority, but he hadn't dazed. He didn't put the dazed token on Shuri.
Yeah, he didn't put but she's on her injured side now, so he flipped her manually, I believe.
Yeah.
Pat scored 1 with Okoye standing on the
middle
point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, Mystique is in a good spot. Thanos is far away. He can't portal her. And if she gets to activate, she's in a good spot to execute Fury because Okoye can't bodyguard against her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah. Yeah, that was a very interesting move.
Yeah.
By Kollar.
Mm-hmm. Put more scenario pressure on the end game. So even though it's not indicating it, Pat has priority start of round 5. And they are debating what is going to be happening here. If you want to meet Kollar and Huggy Bear, come to the Swedish Wind Tournament, second weekend of June in Malmo, Sweden.
Would love to have you. For dinner. Oh,
for dinner. Hey, you'll know this. What was the name of the king who was known as the Lion of the North?
Gustavus Adolphus.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. I remember playing a board game based on his campaigns.
Right. What was it called? Wallenstein?
Possibly. I think it was just called Lion of the North. It was made by GMT Games. GMT Games.
Yes, he was a military innovator of his days. Oh. Is this a Shuri Spender buffed by Death's Decree?
Oh my god. Yeah. Shuri's on her injured side. She'll get more dice even. No, it's going into Nebula. They want to take her out. She's too dangerous. I agree.
Yep.
All right, let's see if she does it.
What Pat, I think what Pat wants to achieve here.
Oh God, that's 6 hits with a crit into 4 saves with the rerolls. 4, 5, 6, 7 hits so far.
Busy.
I know, a lot of rerolls. 7 into 4, so 3. She survives. She's got 2 hit points left. Wow, damn.
Good lord. Yeah, I think Pat wants to achieve he wants to achieve having last activation, because if Kollar has last activation, then his Thanos can.
Oh, and he's using his second action to go ahead and get Thanos into Rwanda, deepest, darkest Rwanda
forever.
Rwanda forever. Oh, that's amazing. Yep, get out of here.
Not sure if it's great.
He's gonna be off screen. Boop.
Goodbye.
Thanos leaves the scene.
Thanos has left the building.
All right, that's Shuri done. Thanos right back into action. He's going to teleport himself forward.
Yeah. Seems so. He doesn't want to get pushed into the corner and slowed. But I mean, Thanos could very well contribute by just mind jamming Pat's Thanos. But that Pat can score 2 points on Kollar's home point as well.
Yeah, you have to start doing your scenario calculations now, don't you?
Yeah, at this point, Kollar is scoring 3. Pat is still scoring 1. But Pat's Thanos can easily score 3 on his own. Which turns it into a draw, which is not bad, as long as Okoye does not kill Mystique, which she's quite capable of, especially with Thanos around.
Mm-hmm. All right, looks like Kollar's Thanos is going to move Pat's Thanos away.
Yeah.
Putting him probably within 2 of himself. Or 3.
Maybe he's...
Spender.
Yeah, maybe he wants to slow his Thanos as well. But...
All right, Spender going into Pat Thanos. Uh, 3 hits into 2 saves.
3 saves. Reality gem.
Yeah, reality gem. Thank you. 3 saves. Nothing. No damage. Gets a push. The push or a throw on the Spender?
Push.
Mm-hmm. And pushing him on the other side of that car. Little handshake there.
This puts Pat's Thanos closer to Kollar's Mystique in a somewhat uncomfortable way.
People are really wondering about Kollar using Thanos just now. What do you have any ideas about that, Huggy Bear? Usually,
No, I would. I mean, maybe he anticipates Pat using his Thanos to Spender and slow him again, possibly pushing him into the corner and making him irrelevant for this round. That could be it. And this is a way of at least getting something out of him.
Well, he decided to use the second action to move and pick up the scroll. And the scroll roll is good, so he doesn't have to move, and he's done. Danny, both Thanoses won't take gamma damage because they always reduce by 1.
Exactly, it doesn't. I think it has to be an enemy effect, though.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Enemy effects only. Okay.
But I think Thanos. I don't think Thanos. I don't think Pat's Thanos was out, and Kollar's Thanos was asleep.
Yeah. Kollar's was dazed, so it doesn't matter. Right. Okoye, go just like you said, going into Mystique. You're the master strategist, and she's getting Death's Decreed from good old Thanos, friendly Thanos. Let's see how Mystique fares here. She's got 3 hit points left. Okay hit, not great. Does include a crit. Saves 1 so far.
Crit has a ton of power for rerolls.
Yeah. Yep, and she spends them. So far, Mystique is on 1 save, 3 hits. And that does it. With the Shuri rerolls, she is dazed and loses her scroll. Wow. It's Okoye. You know, people, you count Okoye out. Don't call it a comeback, because she was never gone. Mama said, knock you out. And Okoye did it. Wow. Is that within 1 of Okoye? It is. See if Pat picks it up. Nope. He's having Okoye first go after Nebula. Nebula has 2 hit points left. No Death's Decree on this one. She's going to have to do it herself. All on her own.
So, I mean, Kollar's going to have Prio, but he's not going to be able to do much with it.
Nope. Just 1 hit. 1 hit into 1 save. It's fine. People really not understanding Kollar's activation of Thanos here. So make that a third question. You're going to run all the questions. You're going to be running the Q&A session, Huggy Bear. Be ready.
Right.
Because I got nothing to say. I'm exhausted from this mayhem. So Koya goes and picks up that scroll. See if she has to move. She is safe. That's the end of Okoye's movement. That leaves just Nebula still to go, and Pat's Thanos. Kollar remembered to heal Nebula this time ahead of the activation. Yeah, you learn. You learn over time. That's a sign of a good player. Hope everybody's been enjoying themselves tonight. Thanos and I, Huggy Bear. I just called you Thanos. I don't know how you feel about that.
I'm insulted.
Are you? Okay.
I don't like that.
But Huggy Bear and I are very pleased to be bringing you this game tonight. We hope you spread the word about MCP. That's the goal here. Have your friends watch this game if they haven't started playing yet, and hopefully they'll start playing. Right. That's Nebula not doing any damage into Okoye, maybe one, and moving within one of her.
Yep.
And she's done. That's it.
It looks like Kollar is only going to be scoring 1 this round, and Pat has at least 4 points into the bag. Yeah, and the fact that Okoye will be ending this round healthy means that this is not going to be a game where Kollar wins by wipeout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good point.
It is impossible.
Good point. So, question is, what does Pat do with this Thanos now? Does he just move him onto points? He could conceivably move onto the back point. He could probably move himself onto the front point. Let's see where he goes. This game has moved remarkably quickly. I'm just taking a look at the stream. We are at the 2-hour mark, and it doesn't feel like 2 hours at all.
No, it feels like 4.
4? You think
so
4?
Much has happened.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's been 20 minutes.
Not that. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not that it's been dull. It's been intense. So there's been so much happening that.
Pat's going for points. Looks like Pat's going for points with Thanos by grabbing that scroll all the way out in Rwanda. I'm not sure about this. Ugh.
Yeah, I think this is probably a good course of action.
Okay, Pat's changed his mind yet again. He's thinking it through. This is crucial. It's still on a knife's edge. May your blade.
Pat is in the driver's seat now.
Yeah. Oop. Hello. All right. He's decided to portal towards the mayhem here, and it looks like he's going to try to take down Nebula with a spender. Thank you, Pat. It's indicating it, but we see what you're up to.
Ooh, that's a good block.
Yeah, three blocks into 3.
4.
Oh, 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and Pat's got 4 hits on nothing. Nebula, what a boss.
He lives.
This is Nebula. This is what she does.
That's kind of big.
Yeah.
And Pat has now given up point for
He's gonna try to do it now. He's gonna do it again.
Did he have power for 2 spenders?
No, he's not. He's. I don't know. Or maybe. Don't know.
That's another 4 blocks.
Oh my God, Nebula! This is like my Nebula this past weekend.
My
God. Oh my God! Wow.
And Okoye is not going to be able to afford bodyguarding next round. Right?
Nebula. Oh, she's been the MVP. 10-9, round 5.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And Kollar has priority.
This has to be Nebula kills Shuri, or Mystique goes and kills Death's Decree.
Deaton can't believe this game either. He's like, this game's insane. It totally is. This whole season of elimination rounds has been crazy.
Yeah, it's...
Man, this is such a good game. You just don't know. And, you know, some people will complain about that. They'll be like, oh, the dice, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, this makes tension. It gives you reason to stay in the game. It gives you no reason to sit back and be relaxed.
Both players have, on multiple occasions, been forced to rewrite their entire game plans due to dice.
Yeah.
And that is the skill element.
100%. You have to consider that just part of the game and stop complaining about it and think about how to mitigate it.
So if that was Shuri blocking, she's now toast.
It was Shuri. Sorry, Okoye. Okoye, rather.
Okoye.
Yeah.
Get that scroll.
Yeah, Nebula can't take it, though.
Nope. She cannot. But she can try and kill Shuri.
Yeah.
But that's not...
2 hits into no saves, though. Ugh. Nebula is MVP. Fuck me. Oh, my God. 4. Jesus Christ.
1 short.
Nebula. But... Fuck me. Shuri lives. I'm sorry I'm swearing so much this game, but I can't help it. I don't know how to express myself. This is just mayhem. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's...
Shuri lives.
Yeah,
Pat's only got Shuri and Thanos left. He hasn't put the Days token on Shuri.
But I mean, if Mystique goes down here, then Pat will still have the last activation.
So this is Shuri with Death's Decree. Shuri Spender with Death's Decree going into Nebula, who has blanks because it's within 2. She saved 2 so... No, 3. Beg your pardon. She saved 3 so far. Pat needs a big roll. And, woo, gets it. Whoa. Crit rolls into...
She was within 2, right?
Yeah. She gets the blanks. So
blocking 3. Yeah.
Blocking 3.
So,
blocking 3.
Getting staggered, I presume.
So that doesn't do it. Second attack going into her again. This time without Death's Decree. Let's see if she does it. Remember, she's counting blanks. Whoa, failure. No saves. No saves. That's it. That's it. Pat's rolled 3 hits already with 2 crits. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. That takes down Mystique. Shuri is within 1 of the terrain. She is of the point. She is showing the system, the symbol. Why is Pat?
Oh, so there was a Panther Gauntlet. So Mystique is alive.
Oh, I guess she.
That's.
I thought I saw her spend a second time. So
who is like is not within 1 of that piece of terrain? Oh my god.
Back over to Kollar. Wow, I thought Shuri was out. I'm sorry, Nebula. Oh my god, Mystique was out. I thought Mystique was out with that a hit, but I didn't realize it was just a normal attack and only did 1 point of damage.
This is huge because this creates a timing step where Kollar still gets the last activation,
and
that is everything.
This is crazy.
Yep.
Ooh. This is crazy. This is round 6. So either Pat gets up on points or Kollar wins by points advantage.
Yep.
Wow.
Seems like, well, let's not call this before anything, because we've at a previous occasion we've called the final and then only to realize, oh my god, that character did get within 1. That turns around the score. Oh my god, the other person won.
So Mystique had a shake stagger and decided to move on to the home point, so she'll be scoring 2 points back there. 2 points.
Yeah, unless Pat Thanos goes for her, but if he does, that's still GG. And I think Kollar has this now. Having the last activation with
Thanos,
his own Thanos, makes all the difference. The mind gem, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Thanos spendering into Mystique takes her off the board. Thanos decides to second action. What's he going to do? Moves himself forward. Okay.
Not possible to place, so he has to settle for a slightly worse position.
Out of range for the attack.
Yep. So he's not going to be able to attack Kollar's Thanos at all.
I'm going to grab the squirrel instead.
Yep. But this actually means that it doesn't matter, because Kollar will be scoring 2, which is the same amount of points that Pat will be scoring. And that means it's game for Kollar.
Wow, it was Nebula. Nebula did this.
Oh my word.
Crazy. This is such a great game.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have nothing to ask these guys. Wow. I have nothing to ask you guys, Huggy Bear. You need to carry the Q&A, because I'm just
Don't worry, I have a question.
I'm just so stunned.
I mean, what a game.
What a game.
What a game.
You didn't know what was going to happen. That's Thanos cleaning up.
Yeah.
Going to get 2 points from the scroll and from the centerpiece. And Pat will get 1. And that puts the game at 12-11. Wow.
Yep.
Turn 6 win for Kollar. Congratulations. Huggy Bear, I'm going to go see you over in their channel. If you guys watching in the chat want to ask any questions, please put them into the chat box and we will ask them. See you over there, Huggy Bear. Oh, man. It's my head spinning from that game in a good way. Good Lord, why would you play any other game than MCP? I just don't understand that. The dynamicism, the speed of it, the swinging of it, it's just so good.
Thanos is,
Hello.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, boys.
Thank you so much. This game, wow.
Holy fuck. This game, yes.
We are
Sorry.
speechless.
we're literally speechless. In fact, I can't. I told Huggy Bear he's been taking notes to ask questions because I'm mentally exhausted from trying to follow this mayhem of a game.
Yeah.
Wow. Everyone enjoyed it. Thank you so much for letting us stream it, both of you. The chat was on fire literally for the entire 2.5 hours or 2.25 hours that we've been playing. It's been fantastic. You've shown us what high level play is. You've shown us why MCP is the game to be playing right now in miniature gaming. And yeah, thank you so much.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. That was a tense game. I do have a full 1.5 minute left on my clock, so
I forgot to actually. We couldn't watch the clocks because they were borked. But yeah, sure. So Huggy Bear, take it away for us, please.
Yes. Thank you guys as well for an incredible game. One of the big ones for sure. Pat, your team composition was somewhat surprising to me. Where I consider this a somewhat slow crisis combination. Perhaps you're of a different opinion, and I interpret your team as more of a scoring configured build setup. I was very curious. What was your expectations going into the matchup that decided your choices? And what was your reasoning behind that particular team composition?
So I don't really think of it as being scoring oriented. I've got Thanos, so I think I've got a fighty team. I guess you're thinking primarily about Miles, because he's more of a scoring focused character, right? But everyone else on my team is pretty set up for a gamma attrition fight. And I just didn't have a great way. Once I knew I wanted Okoye, I knew I wanted Thanos. I got Black Panther. I didn't have a lot of other ways to divide that. And I thought of my 3 threats available, I thought Miles as an all-rounder was fine. I think his damage output is pretty solid. So yeah, I thought I had a perfectly reasonable fighting team.
Right. For sure. I failed to remember, was Killmonger and Storm in your team as well?
Yeah, they are. The problem is fitting everything in, right? Like, I can't fit Killmonger and Okoye. I could have Storm instead of Miles, but I mean, I think Miles does more damage than Storm.
Certainly felt like Miles did damage.
Yeah. So especially, so I just felt like Miles was better for this situation.
Nice. There was a obviously crushing moment top of round 2 where Kollar failed I think someone in the chat calculated that it's a 91% KO on Black Panther. That failed.
I felt that.
91%? I calculated
91%.
it and got a much lower than that.
Right. Okay. Maybe someone miscalculated.
Okay. Oh, with that Baron Zemo rerolls involved? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
It's worse than I thought.
Dark Rain,
Zemo and I've forgotten Red Skull leadership.
And Red Skull leadership and no extra defense dice for Black Panther. But nevertheless, that happened, and you did not react the same way as most other people would have. Most other people would have just run away with Black Panther to put him in safety. You instead went balls to the walls and started dazing people to the right and left, even KOing Simo in the process. Tell us what went through your head before making that decision.
Yeah, there's a combination of factors. The first is this is not a very good crisis to run away on because it's slow, because you take gamma damage, and the last thing I want is my injured side Black Panther taking gamma damage all game. And inevitably, if he wants to be safe, he needs to start going back into the center line of the table where he's vulnerable again. Plus, he's my most powerful character, aside from Thanos. So having him run away and not fight seemed bad to me. And of course, on the flip side, like, we're slugging it out at this point, and getting an extra activation with him is a blessing, and I needed to make it count. Removing Zemo seemed critical, and it seemed incredibly likely for Panther to be able to do that. So I just think running away, like, if had this been like a DMAP and he had an extract, sure, run away all day, it would be fantastic. But on this crisis, running away wasn't going to work, and Black Panther was in line to have a stellar activation, so I took it.
I really like that. I think removing Simo is a critical. I had already blown Dark Reign. He's basically removing both Simo and I'm a Baron, which are both very strong cards. And we know what Simo can do with Thanos, extra dice, and charge things. So I think that was a very good show. That was the one thing I was fearing basically, which was pretty telling because I used Recalibration Matrix suboptimally to try and save him.
Yeah, and people in the chat were almost close to calling the game before that.
Never called the game in MCP. Sorry.
No, exactly. Because that Black Panther activation just single-handedly swung the game quite heavily in your favor, Pat. But then, the game turned on at least 2 more occasions.
Yeah.
Right.
But Kollar, how did you feel about the turn 0 of this game?
I mean, it felt pretty obvious. This is my 20 team. I was expecting, quote unquote, to get rid of Black Panther at the top of 2, and I figure if I can get rid of the leadership early, getting rid of his highest output model, potentially that felt like it was worth. Like it was, I would trade Simo for Panther. The problem was I lost Simo without getting Panther, so that of course complicated things. But I felt like that was good. I think I could have done things slightly differently. I could have used Deception in Thanos' turn to make sure that I had Panther right next to Nebula and Mystique, I think it was, who was standing down here, which would not have saved them very well from, like, he couldn't bring him back with Cosmic Portal that far in that case. So that was pretty bad. I also think I feel like I wasted the Recalibration Matrix, which might have been a bit of tilt. I was calculating things he needed to do, and there was like, if this saves Simo enough so that he needs to spend more attacks on him, and it doesn't daze Red Skull, then that is a worthy sacrifice. But of course, it didn't do anything, so I probably should have saved it for Thanos later on. But
right.
So I believe that was a bad call. It's possible that I also should just have started with Simo, doing a 10 dice Master Swordsman, but of course he had Recalibration Matrix, so he just undoes what I do. So I get 2 attacks into him, and he gets extra dice for defense on both. And I didn't really fancy that because Recal can really ruin my day, I think. So I figured Mystique with Dark Reign, Simo rerolls, and Red Skull had the highest chance of taking him out, and then it failed. But it is like, you just need to adapt to the game state and see what you can do. Like, look for your outs. That was probably the one thing. I was like, I just need to not tilt now and just keep on calmly doing my game plan to the best of my ability.
Yeah, you keep mentioning tilt, which is a theme that you have been talking about on podcasts. the danger room, to be precise.
Yes.
Which was a fantastic episode, by the way. So, given the fact that you are sort of an expert on tilt and that you failed that what some people would call a done deal KO, how did you feel at that point?
I mean, it's just dice. It's going to happen. Like if I make the same decisions in 10 games in a row, 9 out of 10 of those games, if you said 91%, 9 out of 10 of those games, I'm going to get the result I want. If it's just like you can't control how the dice rolls, and I mean, we saw later in the game with Nebula having insane defense dice. So I think like the dice really swung in my favor at that point. So like and you need to just remember that those things can happen to you as well. Play for your outs. Like one of my outs here was Nebula survives, and she did. Like it wasn't likely, but it happened. So that's like something to take away, I think. And like you said, there's a lot of people who just feel like, oh, the game is done at this point when they're in round 2, and there's so many things that can happen. And it's just that the timing of my whiffs, or if you want to call it Pat spikes, happened earlier in the game, but mine came later, so to speak. And they will arrive at one point. It's just you need to be in the game so that they can arrive.
Yeah. So we had a very crushing round 1 for you, where it looked like you were gonna KO Black Panther top of 2. But that failed. The Black Panther had a huge activation, which put Pat in the driver's seat. What was the next turning point in your book?
In my book, I think realizing that Mystique needs to go to his home Gamma.
Okay, before that, I think the Nebula spike into Thanos.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's just dice. They will happen. I mean, from a decision making standpoint, I just adapt to what has happened from the dice, and like that one allowed me to do. I mean, that was a pretty big spike, but I think the big thing was I was able to move Thanos out of bodyguard range from Okoye and do Red Skull Spender with Death Decree into him. That helped a lot. Which is just because Red Skull is dumb. He didn't have enough power to do both, but he did because he used someone else's power.
Exactly, he is indeed very dumb. But we'll get back to the Mystique double move. The round 4 decision to attack Shuri and give back priority instead of going for Thanos. What was your? I mean, obviously, you already mentioned that you were going to try and turn it into a scoring game, but how much of a gamble was that on your part?
I think once like I realized that the jig was up in regards to Red Skull and most of my attrition models, and Nebula wasn't really in a good position to take on Thanos, and Pat wisely made sure that Thanos wasn't scoring anything for a large part, so I wouldn't get rerolls into him. I realized that there is like it's probably better for me to play because I have the mind gem and he doesn't, so I have more control built in, automatic control in my list. I would say in a way. I sort of decided that like I just need to not touch Thanos and then have him like I did the try attack with my Thanos with the spender with 3 extra dice, and depending on what I had rolled there, if I'd gotten a big hit, I would probably have tried KOing him. But since I didn't, I just pushed him away, put slow on him, and I switched into scoring mode because that was like the out.
Yeah, because that was the next and actually last question for you. You activated Thanos early, early, not last, in round 5, and there were a lot of questions in chat about that decision. Why did you decide to not save him for last and optimize use of the mind gem?
Because I think at that point, I think I'm so I'm so behind on attrition, and I wanted to make sure that Thanos' activations were harder. Like my main goal was pushing him into an awkward position and putting slow on him so he couldn't affect the board as much as he did before. Sort of what he did.
That seemed to be Pat's plan with your Thanos as well. But
Yes, that is very true. But then I was lucky with the dice there that he didn't get neither the push. I mean, he didn't get the push and slow, so I was able to move back, I would say. But like there was a point where I realized I'm so behind on attrition that I won't win this by attrition. I just need points.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it was all about reducing character's action efficiency. So I was like, Nebula was in kill mode, of course, because that's all she has. But she was looking into days unactivated models, be able to give me to sort of have me in like being able to activate my Thanos last in the last round, which is the reason why I was able to score out.
Kollar, was your plan attrition from the start though, or was it?
It was. I mean, if I get Black Panther top of 2, I think I'm in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Even if he gets Simo return, because Simo hadn't activated, I would still maintain Prio, and he sort of needs to take someone out, and taking Simo out is probably the best choice. He offers 3 rolls in a bubble. He has extremely high output with just Decree and things, and he can heal himself with I'm a Baron if they're going hard on him.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, if I would have gone even harder into attrition if I'd gotten the Black Panther kill, but I didn't. So the point was smooth. I needed to switch gears basically.
Cool. Anything else, Huggy Bear?
No, I'm out of questions on those turning points, and there were certainly a lot of them during this crazy game. Once again, thank you, and
Thank you.
congratulations, Kollar, for reaching the finals. And Pat, you will most certainly be back, I assume, in top levels again.
I would assume so. I will say Pat is it's always always a pleasant game with Pat, and I mean he's such a skilled player. You feel like you're learning every time you play against him. So all good. Thank you very much, Pat.
We were particularly impressed by the unexpected angles of utilizing Thanos for pushing Kollar's Thanos into Africa. So I think can't remember if it was round 4 or 5, slowing him and just putting him away.
Yep.
All those like unexpected lines of play. You can tell that you have been playing Thanos for a pretty long time now.
Yeah, I do enjoy playing Thanos a lot. He's super fun.
Yes.
And thank you very much for the game, Kollar. I mean, you played great, and you're a worthy winner. So good luck in the finals.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for the 2 players for a fantastic game today and being just great paragons of the MCP community. You've really shown the community how exciting this game can be. So thank you for that. Thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys were blowing it up tonight, and it made it a lot of fun for us and also helped us kind of keep track of things. But mostly, thank you to Huggy Bear for keeping us on the straight and narrow when it comes to the strategy and tactics that we were seeing in the game. It was an absolute pleasure being with you here tonight again.
Thank you, Norbert, for bringing the smiles and joy.
You're very welcome. So everybody, this will be it for tonight, but tomorrow tune in at 8 p.m. London time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern States time to see the other semifinals match, which will be Liam Watt from Scotland versus Kyle from Canada. And we'll see then who goes into the finals against Kollar. So from London, this is Dr. Norbert saying good night to everybody, and thank you for watching.
Good night.
Good night.